what is a right to repair law? So a right to repair law says that companies have to provide parts, replaceable parts, for particular appliances, things like TVs, washers, dryers, fridges, and things, stovetops, for 10 years. This is what this particular law says. And they have to do that, and they also have to make these devices with in such a way that they can be repaired at home. So they need to come with an instruction manual, and they need to be able to be opened up with, say, like a screwdriver, like a standard screwdriver or a hammer or whatever. So you may notice on many of the appliances you've had, I don't know if you've ever tried to replace an appliance, but oftentimes the screws that they use have very special heads. Either you need a hex wrench or a square wrench or things like that are either difficult or impossible to come across. Or it can't be opened without a special key that only the manufacturer has. And of course, this leads to issues of planned obsolescence, where a corporation essentially makes the calculation: we can create products that last only up until the warranty and then cease to function. And then you need to replace it, right? And this is how they can generate long-term profits. Cell phones are like this, by the way. You find that your phone will stop working magically 2 years after you buy it, which is just in time for that warranty to wear out. So they don't have to replace it. It doesn't cost them anything, but you have to buy a new phone, which is going to give them lots of money. So what a right to repair law is a pushback against planned obsolescence, and the European Union just passed it. And congratulations to our friends in Europe, because it is a really, really great law, and we should have something like it in the United States, because people want to repair their stuff, right? Oftentimes, people don't want to buy new things, probably because these things are very expensive and it's just cheaper to repair them. It may be, a little bit more expensive in the long run to repair it, but how many? It's hard to say if that's true, but also, people typically like the things they have. They want to keep using them, and as long as they still work, we want to keep using them. So the ability to repair things is also a pride thing. It also reduces. It's also an environmentally friendly thing, because the more things that we repair, the fewer things have to be replaced. The fewer things that have to be replaced, the less demand there is for these great big new appliances and things. And the less trash is generated, because people just aren't throwing things away willy-nilly, when one part of one thing breaks. And it's especially important that this law included a manual requirement written in plain vernacular, so that regular people can fix, like, a fridge or a stovetop. It says, if such and such a thing stops working, this is how you replace it, or this is how you repair it. This is a phenomenal law. I do not know if it could ever get passed in the United States. I think it'd be very difficult. I think the corporate lobby for retail giants is just too big, and they would not want to sacrifice that level of profit by allowing people to purchase repairable items. But it's a huge win. It's a huge win for the environment. It's a huge win for the people who are going to be using these products and who are going to get a lot more mileage out of their products than they would have before. And it's a win for ordinary working people, which I'm always happy to report on here. Now, obviously, some things can't be done this way, so like cars or mobile homes or some things like that. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll get to a point where replaceable parts for cars and things are possible too. I just don't know, but I think this is a great start to help reduce the amount of trash that we create, because there is a lot of trash on this planet, and we need to do something to get rid of it and to stop creating so much of it, because it's killing our planet.